by and dropped a nice Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Make sure you go ahead and check it out because I've been playing with it and boy, oh boy, look at this. Wow, it's super smooth for this game.
We've got a nice little phone float through the arena. Look at that. A little different perspective this time. Checking around the back of it. Wowzers indeed. Here we go. RRQ being the focus of the plane, and we'll see where they drop this time.
The plane pad. The plane pad is pretty much actually going to go a little bit north. Interesting stuff. I want to see what LHW and CPT do, as it is a little bit farther away from where they're used to landing. But overall, teams like GTW are going to go ahead and just be right on the spot. Also, Wildcard that we saw do great in the last game. Can they go ahead and continue to go pretty much do that? Lucifer being able to go in and knock out 3 players by himself, and then the whole team just finishing off everybody.
Looks like RRQ is going to be going to Pachinki in their
Have some company. Yeah, they're definitely going to go. Something that we actually don't see that often. RRQ taking the center area there with Pachinki. Surprised by that. They might start be getting more comfortable. They might actually start playing like their style that they're used to, which I'm looking forward to seeing that. Are they going to go ahead and continue to get the win, though, is what it comes down to. And luckily for them, nobody, and absolutely nobody besides them, is landing Pachinki.
Indeed, we got Yasnaya once again occupied by Evos, and it looks like we've got the familiar CPT going down south, as well as LH. Looking to go south as well. It all depends on what kind of vehicles they can find.
As we do see Cloud9 very close by BTR, they're going to go ahead and just try to fight out this car. Whoever gets this one first is going to be huge, especially if for some reason Cloud9 decides to go ahead and turn around on that compound. It might not be a good idea because BTR was able to get there first, and they're more than likely going to have some guns, and all Cloud9 has to show off is just a car. Look at that. BTR just letting them know we're here, even if it is with a pistol. Back up a little bit.
That P93 is showing some 9mm that way, and C9 happy to just get out of town, and they're going to go find a compound to loot up at. That's one thing that I'm noticing. C9 really kind of having a poor showing on the looting aspect. So early in games, they're just kind of being forced off of popular loot spots, driving around right now to maybe Novo. They might be going south here.
It's going to be interesting if it is.
I mean, we might see LHW down there already. I'm not sure. It looks like they have actually beaten them across.
LHW is right behind them. So is gonna go ahead and be who gets to Novo first, and this is what I like to see. Cloud9 is known for going Novo. They're going for something that they're comfortable with, and they are gonna go ahead and be able to beat LHW to it if they keep going at this speed. LHW sees that. That's pretty much the case. I don't think they're gonna go ahead and challenge.
I do. They're gonna go to the north.
They're actually gonna go for it.
They're gonna go to the north side of, or excuse me, the south side of.
Interesting place here by LHW. Even though they see another team nearby, they're still gonna go for it. And look at this, both of the teams just going in. LHW doesn't care. Another team, don't even worry about it. We want those kills, baby. This is gonna be something to look out for.
They're happy to fight for it. They're going to loot up here just like usual, but this is what I was talking about with Cloud9. Happy to see them challenging for some decent loot rather than roaming around the fields trying to loot up little houses, solos. They're taking the team. They're going to loot up a popular spot. I'm really curious to see how this works out.
Something that they're a little bit more used to, and they have to watch out because, as you mentioned, LHW is going to be towards the south, and Carnage already with the M4, he doesn't have any helmets or any armor, so more than likely needs to go ahead and find those before he takes on LHW. As we know, they're known for getting the kills, and look at this, RRQ just getting everything to their advantage, getting Pachinki all to themselves. As we see here, Full Send already pretty much getting knocked. They're one of the players from Full Send, and we go back to LHW and C9 as C9 is just clearing those crates.
You're probably going to see them stay down on the ground level quite a bit. They want to keep their location hidden as long as possible from the enemy. As soon as you give out intel on your location, these guys like to swarm. They like to set up flanks, and they are quite good at it. You can see Ace on the top of the roof right now looking for just that. He's looking for intel, looking for these other guys. He's got his UMP. He really doesn't have a lot of stuff on him. Level 1 helmet, level 1 vest. But he's just there to point out where the enemies are for his teammates.
In another fight here between KWCD and Wildcard. We saw Wildcard coming hot in that last game. Can they go ahead and continue that trend as KWCD currently has one of their players knocked down? Wildcard deciding not to push in as it is early in the game. They might not have what they need, right? But KWCD using that to their advantage. They're gonna go ahead and just pick up that player, and look at this. The Japanese team has Ali Pocket from full send. Pretty much corner. They're gonna try to get there from every angle possible.
They sure are. They've kind of staked their claim in Severny so far, and with a lot of these neutral plane paths, that's been reachable for the most part. So Japan able to, claim their territory and protect it here. They've got 2 kills already to their name, taking out 2 members of full send, trying to close down on Ollie Pocket right now, and they're doing a tremendous job of closing down that gap.
And something we have seen there done by Ali Pocket before, just winning the corner. Here we go. Nanatu comes in. Oh, Ali Pocket, he's able to take her out. Ali Pocket is gonna go ahead and finish somebody there from the Japanese team and get 1 kill for them. That is good. I think that might be the 2nd kill of the tournament.
That was a really, really rough go, but Nanatu's got to check that corner when he comes into the room. That was something that you do in every house like that. That corner room is the only place you can really hide upstairs. So you got to check your corners when you come into the room. He pays for it, but unfortunately, in the process of vaulting out the window, he gets stuck in the window and is finished off. I was surprised to see him get finished there.
And luckily for her, they have an AR. And as we notice, another teammate there from full send. They only have a pistol, so more than likely, she is hoping that nobody comes in through that room.
Taki's not making that mistake. Look at him pre-firing corners at this point.
They learn. They definitely learn as he is using the shotgun at the moment. And look at this. GTW against Gainstar. Sute once again starting to overextend a little bit there from his teammates. He has to watch out because he's super close to GTW. And another thing to point out, LHW is also still in Novo with Cloud9.
CPT free to loot up military base all by themselves. Once again, military base has a load of good loot, so probably why they're consistently placing well in these final circles. CPT really having a free run at one of the best spots on the map.
Nobody challenging them as we see Carnage just pretty much waiting patiently, trying to hear any footsteps. He does have the Scar L now, and also the Tommy gun. We saw the Tommy gun being used earlier, as now LHW is starting to hunt down Cloud9. Interesting place here by them because they won the early engagement, and that's something I love seeing. Early engagements, especially if you have the loot and you can definitely back it up. Look at them. They're just tracing them.
Carnage is in trouble.
To be fair, Cloud9 is starting to rotate, except for Carnage. Carnage is gonna have to pretty much clutch a 1v4 here as LHW finds that flare gun that they're known for, and they're more than likely gonna go ahead and try to find some more loot, or if not a vehicle, because they are currently outside the zone.
Yeah, they are not going anywhere, are they? Firing off a flare gun, and they aren't planning on rotating away from these guys. They're gonna fight for it.
Yeah, they're there to stay. They've been going there the whole tournament, so more than likely they're not going to be going anywhere else. As we see GG and Galaxy very close by. GG Amesh 09 sees somebody from the Galaxy team. Is he going to go ahead and take this shots? He has to watch out. He gets actually hit first. He has to watch out because another player from Galaxy is going to go ahead and come out from the top right-hand side.
This is a really random spot to be fighting. Look at the buggy scooted. Wow, the tricks. It didn't really pay off for him. Galaxy hits from up on the ridge. Sala with a valiant effort there doing a 180 pit stop, but instantly knocked him and Charisma. Now they're in a serious pickle.
GG there, just pretty much having, hey, you know what? It's our time to push. Boy, did it backfire as now 3 of their players are knocked down, and I'm looking forward to see if Galaxy is going to go ahead and finish them off because he has to watch out for Kuwait. Kuwait is very close by, and he is overlooking Galaxy Kong, which more than likely, I'm going to go ahead and say it, they might sacrifice him.
You know, Gur there looking, he knows exactly where the shots came from. He's going to see if he can get some finishes.
He's definitely getting shot more. He takes out those smoke grenades that they're known for, and he's going to go ahead and just smoke it up. He definitely wants to pick up his teammate. Great movement here, but surprising that Galaxy is not finishing the players from GG. You always want to go ahead and get those kills. As we're seeing this now, they're taking out their players. Meanwhile, Galaxy is saying, you know what, let's wait a little bit longer. I think we're going to go ahead and have them bleed out, but at the moment, you want those kills, you want those points. Galaxy now is starting to back up as Kuwait is pretty much holding them back.
I'm impressed here with these shots. M16 with a holographic sight on it from range. He's able to connect and get a finish as well as put pressure on Gur. What they're doing though is leaving those players up. There's only one guy left alive, and they know in order to have any chance at this game, they've he's got to revive him. So he's got to push down, and they know the path he's going to take, so they're going to watch it.
And the Japanese team here engaging with BRK. BRK in a horrible spot here as all of the players are starting to go down. I believe that might be it for the BRK team. Pussy pushing forward. He gets knocked down there by the Japanese team. The Japanese team taking out BRK, PB.
Really strong showing from Team Japan to start off. 7 kills already. Wow, they came to play, did they not? And they also are down a member and still wrecking shop.
They definitely want to go ahead and get those kills. And look at this movement here by Cloud9. LHW still south, but they're going to be a little bit towards the east, and they're also going to be inside the zone. I think LHW is still looking forward to see where Cloud9 is at. And as we see Rolex starting to roll back around, baby, and trying to find that car, that vehicle, so they can get out of here. Are they going to go ahead and engage, or more than likely, they're actually going to go ahead and leave, especially since they are outside the vehicle. I mean, outside the zone.
I like it. He leaves, takes their car, and he's going to get out of Dodge. Really smart play here by C9. They're going to leave LH with fewer vehicles. I think they still may have one, but they're going to take that colorful UAZ. That's a pretty skin.
If you want to stand down, definitely go ahead and wear that. Look at that. Ooh, that fire. That fire. That's definitely from the Halloween event that we recently had in PUBG Mobile. Once again, if you haven't downloaded the game and you're watching at home, feel free to download it. It is free to download. And make sure if you do have a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, let us know. How's it like? How many kills have you been getting every single game? As C9 Rolex decides, you know what, let's go ahead and, we don't want to go ahead and do one car. Let's do 2 cars instead. We see what happens if you stay just in one car, as Evos is just raining shots on somebody with a motorcycle. The Trace Evos just knocks him off that motorcycle, says, what do you think you're doing, boy? Back up a little bit. In Hot Jukes here in the pickle. He tries to go ahead and pick up one of his teammates. Interesting plays as he's currently going up against GT Akan. GTW keeping their eyesight on Hot Jukes and Wildcard.
Interesting spot in the sniper tower right now. He's able to try to smoke out his teammate, and look at that. He connects through the smoke, finishes off outside. A really nice job keeping the pressure up from Ed there. Wildcard in trouble here. Hot Jukes trying to make his way out of trouble, and they are caught in rotation, it looks like, by GTW.
They are definitely caught. Hot Jukes actually was trying to hide behind that buggy, but it backfired because GTW is starting to flank around. And look at this. Hot Jukes is telling his teammates, you guys need to come and pick me up. If not, you guys are going to have a nightmare here of a game, especially if you only have 2 players left. They need the kills. They definitely need the kills and the placement.
Looks like Jushi looks like he wants to push. He's a little unsure if his teammates want to leave that position.
This zone's going to be interesting. Up north, pretty much smack down the middle, a little bit to the east, but definitely up north. Rosshawk, Severny, shooting range. You got Yasnaya there. School barely in, and a lot of teams are starting to rotate. And Cloud9 is not even going to be able to wait there on the bridge. And look at this. Lucifer and Seagut are trying to go ahead and spot out. More than likely, they are going to go ahead and let Hot Jukes die there. It's not worth pretty much going back there and engaging GTW, especially if you already have 2 players down.
Definitely. I'm really kind of interested to see where LHW went. They were not on the map, so I'm curious if they grabbed a boat since some of their cars got stolen and headed up the shoreline.
It could be possible here as we got KWCD going up against BTR. Actually Torty with the big Russian bot. Are they going to be able to go in and take on this? Once again, the UMP coming into play. He has a red dot. This gun is great up close, as we have been able to see it, as great as far away. Torty Broxy shooting there. He's going to be able to go ahead and connect some shots. He's able to go ahead and finish 2 there through the window. He has to watch out. You can't get too cocky. He should get in there, but instead he stays out for too long and gets knocked down himself by Evos, as Evos is just coming in to start cleaning up kills.
Watch Evos here as they approach this compound. They smell blood in the water. They know a squad's weak, and they just weaken the second one. They are going to try to take advantage like you wouldn't believe here. Bull Shark firing the Car 98 from range. Look at that. Connected with Pro Dodger there.
Right on him with that Car 98. That was a beautiful shot, ladies and gentlemen. And Torty wants to go inside that house and finish up those kills for the big Russian bot squad. Look at them. They're trying to find an entrance. They also have to watch out for Evos, because Evos is definitely going to go ahead and turn around. And look at this. KWC going right behind them. He's not able to go in and connect those shots, but Torty definitely connected those shots and being able to knock them down. Oh, the the shots there by Evos.
Look at the
rotations.
angles. Look at the angles. Ernie drove all the way around to the ridge. I was just going to comment on another squad being up there, but it was actually Evos. Ernie, the leader, rotated all the way around to get an angle on these guys while his team crashed the compound. Beautifully done. Expert play from Evos here.
Great awareness there by Evos, as Evos is pretty much going to go ahead and come up and just knock down all these players. Ernie goes down. Ernie gets finished there by KWC June as more players are coming in. He is using that tummy gun. Can he go ahead and get the finish? He's still pre-firing. He turns around. One of the Evos players opens that door and finish him off. He has to watch out though. Big Russian bot is still lurking around, but Evos with already 7 kills, pretty much getting the angles and cleaning up. If Torty even moves, they're gonna realize that he's there, and it's gonna be good night, Irene, baby.
You gotta feel a little bad for Ernie there, putting his team in such a great position, calling the the awesome move to push there, take advantage. They do find themselves on the winning end of a couple exchanges. Unfortunately, he goes down, gets a quick finish on him, trying to get that kill moving out of the compound here.
Definitely, and they're just looting. They're waiting patiently. Torty's just looking at that, looking from that corner. At least he doesn't have to worry about his back. Although if they decided to, Evos could come around, jump in right next to him, and maybe make him push out. He does have this car L, which is good, and he also has an extended mag right to his name. So if he needs to go ahead and take up more than one, he can just go ahead and do so.
Don't scope in whatever you do, bro.
Yeah, just hit fire.
Don't scope in. They're gonna hear it. You can see him.
Hit fire. They jump down. He takes some shots. He gets knocked out there. Misses the shots as Evo's Bull Shark jumped out. You had to connect those shots there, especially because you're the last one for your team.
Felt like it was a little premature on the trigger. He heard multiple sets of footsteps there, and he took a poor shot on the target that he did select. Obviously that's a difficult position to be in with 3 people surrounding you, and he was just trying to make the best of a bad situation there. But ultimately he goes down, another squad polished off.
It is what it is, as we see Hero with the name 4 driving around, getting to the safe zone as fast as he can, and more than likely he's going to go ahead and start rotating towards the compound or something that he's more comfortable with. And LHW, interesting place here by LHW, as they are just now starting to move out of that
At the bottom of the cliff here, trying to patch themselves up, trying to find better position. They need to try to start to work their way around, it looks like, to take
it by CPT. If CPT starts taking his shots, they might be able to go ahead and eliminate their LHW, as LHW Ace is barely in the zone, and with Smokes next to him.
Still clinging to life down there as RRQ. You've got LHW in it, you've got CPT in it. Again, a lot of the same familiar faces each and every game.
And here comes the shot. CPT just pretty much shooting blindly there as the LHW player is inside the circle, and now they're starting to move forward. They want to go ahead and find everybody.
Look at this, Hero still in it as well. 8 people left. Now, this is a little bit interesting. Hero finally cracking the top 3 here. Really nice performance from them, but they want more. Doc down at the bottom, Kenris down at the bottom. Looking at RRQ right now, and CPT again, really commanding position, but they do not have the circle. They find Hero first, and oh my goodness, is Hero going to get knocked, leaving RRQ in the top 2?
CPT looking dominant here, as they do have 2 players left. Here comes the smoke grenades, and CPT, one of the teams that I mentioned, I wanted to go ahead and see what they did. They're going to get in that vehicle, and they're going to go ahead and start pushing, as CPT is able to go ahead and clear their RRQ is not going to be able to get there. The wins, every single win, they're not going to do it. It's going to look like CPT might be able to do it as they're pushing Hero.
CPT's got firm command of this when they drive down to the vehicles to get position, but they are going to be without weapons for a second. Doc gets knocked. It's down to a 4v1. CPT in firm control. Kenris all by himself. He gets seen. 762 knows exactly where he's at. Has the enemy in. Lands a shot on his feet. Little HP left, and it's time to push. CPT from China.
Ladies and gentlemen, CPT getting that easy win towards the end, as they were able to just go ahead and clear everybody on that area. CPT looking strong.